Within a 5-mile radius, just about any community in Houston, one can experience food from around the world: Indian, Mediterranean, Greek, Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, Thai, Italian, South American, British, Cuban, and of course, Tex-Mex. It's this mixture of culture and cuisine that make the Bayou City a melting pot of tastes. We're here to experience them all and serve you food without borders. We're in the far west side of Houston, in front of a building that used to be an old Pizza Hut restaurant. Now it's called the Havana Houston Grill. In fact, they're kicking out some Cuban food that's not your traditional Cuban food. In fact, it's their own take on it. We'll let the owners tell you about it. So this is the place. Gentlemen, thanks for having me out here.
Welcome to Havana.
Welcome to Havana, Todd.
Thank you. Looking forward to getting in the kitchen, seeing how these dishes get going. Now, Havana Houston Grill, how long have you guys been here?
So we opened like 4 months ago.
4 months ago, but the project and the build has been going on for quite some time.
Over a year.
To get it just right.
We've been trying to work very hard and get it open for a year and 3 months, to be exact.
Now tell me about the cuisine. I know we're going to see 3 of your signature dishes in a few moments, but tell me about the cuisine itself, because you guys have your own take on traditional Cuban food.
Yes, what we're trying to do here is try to combine international cuisine with a Cuban touch. And that's where our signature plates come in.
And the signature plates we're going to see today?
We're going to be looking at the paella, seafood paella. We're going to be looking at ropa vieja and the varadero lobster.
Which is lobster Creole?
It's actually it's a French dish combined with a Cuban touch that we provide here. Right. And that's done with a bechamel sauce, and I'll let the chef get into that.
And I imagine another thing too is pairing the right wine with the right dish, and you guys are specializing in that too.
Yes, that's where my friend here comes in.
We just try to bring a wine list for a small region. Argentina, we have Chile, we have some from Spain, of course France, Italy. We try, it depends what the client or the guest they prefer. We can recommend any particular wine.
Well, let's get to it. I'm looking forward to it. Let's head over to the kitchen.
All right.
All right, lead the way. Thank you. We're in the kitchen of the Havana Houston Grill, and I'm with Chef Nelson Duarte. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, so you guys have some signature dishes you prepare here. What are the 3 we're going to take a look at today?
First, we're going to do a paella,
right.
Spanish seafood paella, and then we're going to do a ropa vieja.
Which in terms, it translates to?
Literally old clothes.
Old clothes. We'll talk more about that in a second. Okay.
All right, and then we're going to also do a langosta enchelado.
Which would be a lobster. It's got some lobster in it. I know
lobster
that much.
tails, 4 ounce. We do two 4-ounce lobster tails and a criolla sauce with a little bit of Worcester sauce and sherry.
Perfect. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Paella, now that's a Spanish dish, but you're saying is this a Cuban twist to it, or tell me about that?
Not much of a Cuban twist, but we're just gonna put some just a traditional paella, seafood paella from Spain, since the settlers were there. I mean, they settled over there.
So that's some good stuff there. You got some fresh seafood, and you guys get all this together before you.
Yes, we pre-package everything, all of our fresh seafood. As you can see, we got some wonderful lobster, so snow claws, mussels, clams, and shellfish and fish, shrimp.
This is a little bit of everything. How a dish like this is not just for one person. This feeds a couple of people.
Well, yeah, we are. We're gonna do we do a 2 and a 4 person paella.
Okay.
Over
and
here.
This is all not prepared ahead of time. You get the order, you start cooking away, correct?
Yes. So that's why our waiters are informed to tell the customers.
It's going to be a little while.
45 minutes at least.
But I imagine once they have the paella here, they come back for it a lot.
Oh yes, they do.
A lot of return customers. Now you worked before here. You worked at a traditional French cuisine restaurant for many years.
Yes.
How did that help you with translating or transferring over to a place that specializes in Cuban food?
Well, the thing is we're not really focusing on traditional Cuban. We do have a few,
right?
But we like to do a little international cuisine,
fusion,
more fusion.
Right, I got you.
We like to do classic dishes from the world, and we like to put a little Caribbean or Cuban flair into it.
I got you. So, during a regular night, how many paellas you guys may be putting together?
We're doing at least from 5 to 10 right now, and hopefully
5 to 10 a night, huh?
Yes. So hopefully that number keeps growing and growing.
Right. You got a little stock in there. What type of stock did you put in there? Is it chicken or a vegetable?
This is a lobster and shrimp base.
Oh wow, that's some good stuff. I'm sure that'd be stuff you could probably just sit down and eat by itself.
Oh, definitely.
That's some
You
good stuff.
almost
Anything
soup.
with shrimp and lobster, I'm on board. Sign me up for it. So we got that. You're putting that in there, and you've got some. I imagine you've got rice and saffron. Does that go in?
Well, yes, we have some Valencia rice that we're gonna be putting on later when 10 minutes are up, when the appropriate time comes up. But we'll use a Valencia rice, short grain rice.
And let me see this saffron. Saffron's not something you see very often, you know, or at least you don't find it very often.
No, but we do have. Here's our saffron.
And that's the good stuff. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yes, we do.
And that's what gives it the color and a lot of the flavor. It's from
yes,
that.
some color and some flavor. We do use the real thing over here.
That's good stuff. So we got the paella gone, and the next thing is the lobster you're going to show us?
Yes, we have the lobster varadero. Let me get going with the lobster. Let me get 2 lobster tails over here.
So this is straight. You got it in the lobster tail, and this is going to go into the. This is going to go directly into the enchilada.
It's not enchilada, it's enchelado.
Enchilado. Okay. Tell me the
Enchilado.
difference between that and what us Texans would consider enchiladas. Tell us what it's all about.
Well, first of all, there's no tortilla involved
Okay.
in the enchilado. An enchilado is just like, I would say, a stuffing, more like a sauce, a red sauce,
Mm-hmm.
sautéed, kind of stewed a little bit.
So this isn't going to be, like I said, this is not going to be an enchilato. This is a whole different thing.
Enchilado, yes. But normally in Cuba, they like to do the, of course, they use the warm water
Right. And what type of seasonings you got there?
This
Got
is
some
just-
sea salt and
and some black peppers, of
just some
course.
black pepper.
Yes.
Okay. So we got the paella on here, and you got a lot more stuff to put in that paella too. I guess it goes in stages. That's why they have to wait, and it takes a little while to cook it. Huh?
Exactly. I just got my seashells in, my mussels, and my
Right.
clams. I don't like to put everything together because I don't want to overcook my lobster
Sure.
tail, my shrimp, and my fish. So right now we're gonna let this get hot, and that's where I'm gonna put my
And the lobster tails will go straight in there. Huh?
Yes.
I mean, everything you're showing me with the lobsters here, it looks just like very simple but incredible. You know, as far as just starting off this way, and
Yes, this is
a little bit of salt and pepper, not a lot of seasoning on it.
not a lot of seafood. A little Worcester sauce.
So we're going to add the saffron to it right now.
Yes, sir.
Why do you use Valencia as opposed to any other brands or any other type?
Because this is a short grain, and it takes time to a very hard grain to cook.
And how long will that take to cook up from that stage right there?
But in all, we're gonna boil it for 20 minutes, and then we're
Okay.
gonna put it in the oven, cover it with aluminum foil, and then put it in there for another additional 20 minutes.
So it's the customers, they're out there, they're going to be waiting a little while, have some appetizers, maybe a couple of glasses of wine, and then,
Yes.
The-
Yeah.
but they know the story because a lot of them come back and do this over and over again. Huh?
Oh yes, they know the story.
All right, so we got the lobster over there. What's the next step? You just got that simply sizzling in the pan. What do you put on top of that?
Next, we're gonna flambe with a little bit of sherry.
Wow.
Then we're gonna add our criolla sauce.
What type of sauce is this?
This is the standard criolla sauce in Cuba, which is bell peppers, red, green, yellow onion, and tomato sauce.
It sounds like a lot of stuff that you'd find in a Louisiana dish as well.
Yeah, a little Creole in there.
Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this lobster, we're going to plate it up, we're going to take the we're going to finish off the paella, and we're going to do some ropa vieja. We'll be back in a few moments. Stay tuned.
So now my plantains are ready. Take them out the fryer.
And use that as a base that you place the lobsters on top of?
No, actually, no. This is just gonna be like a little side dish.
I got you. Now, could that be also ordered to say as an appetizer as well?
Oh,
Do
of course,
do
yes.
those as appetizers?
We can do this as appetizers. We also have maduro, plátano maduro, which is like the sweet plantains.
Mm-hmm.
But you can order that as side dishes.
And we just toss them in a little bit of olive oil right there.
Olive oil, some parsley, salt and pepper.
That looks good.
Okay, and we're gonna get a
Okay.
plate. Some steamed jasmine rice.
So you got two different types of rices you're using here. This is the jasmine, but you were using the Valencia earlier for the paella, correct?
Exactly.
So just two different consistencies and totally different, looks like, huh?
Yes, sir.
Now, where does the Creole sauce go?
It goes right on top of the lobster tail.
There you go. And there you have it. The was it the lobster enchilada?
Yes.
Enchilado. Certainly not an enchilada.
Certainly not. There you go.
So I've got to try the green these are the fried green plantains.
Yes, definitely. That's right.
That's some really good stuff.
Thank you very
Very,
much.
very good. That's awesome. And you can get that as part of a dish or as a appetizer as well.
Or an appetizer as well. We also have some sweet plantains you can order, and we have also have a Cuban platter.
That's
which
great.
is 4 little different. You have chicken empanada, beef empanada, ham
Just a little
croquettes.
taste of everything.
Yeah, a little taste of everything. Ham croquettes, some stuffed potato balls,
Right.
and some stuffed tostone cups with that we saute some shrimp and we fill it in with those.
Well, right now I'm into ropa vieja. I want to see the ropa vieja. We talked about it a little bit. Why don't you tell us about? Go ahead and
For
get
the
started with
ropa
it.
vieja, it's gonna be same classic taste, presented differently. Ours is
So
a
you're
little.
using the plantains again, right?
We're using the plantains again. Our way is a little bit more modern, more unique than what just putting everything on the plate. We want to put a little design effort into our plating.
And what is the ropa vieja itself? What is the
Ropa
meat?
vieja itself, we use flank steak that we cook. We boil first, and then we get some vegetables, some bell peppers, some onions.
So you
tomato
shred it more or less.
sauce.
Is also shredded as well.
It's shredded beef,
Yeah.
yes, that we cook and stew for at least 2 hours in tomato sauce and its own juices. And you can take a look at our ropa vieja over here. Very shredded, very tender, very juicy.
So right now it's time to plate up the ropa vieja.
Yes, sir.
We've got the fried plantains once again.
Yes. So some fried plantains, but this time we're not gonna cut them. We're gonna leave them whole. We already have some fresh, everyday made guacamole that we put on the bottom of the plate. And our toston goes on top. We're gonna do like a little sandwich.
So you put the ropa vieja on top of that.
Ropa vieja on top of that.
And there you
We'll
go.
put the other
Another
one.
fried plantain.
And then one more layer, one more topping of meat. Ropa vieja. We're gonna get some black refried beans.
What is this right here?
These are some black refried beans that we
Okay.
make. And now we're gonna get some jasmine rice. We're gonna get you a little extra juice. And then this is almost done.
Perfect.
And we're just gonna top it off with some fried sweet potato that we like to recall. We call it peluca,
Peluca.
which
Boy,
means
that looks incredible.
the wig.
The wig, huh? Good stuff. And that is that like a au juice? Is that more or less?
Yes, there is. There are the same juice that has been cooked in. But if you want it a little bit more juicier,
Very
you
nice.
can add your.
And there you have it, ropa vieja. All right. What do you say we go taste all this stuff?
Please, let's do it.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so I got the cup, the saucer. Where do you put the water and the coffee in? I have no idea how to work this thing. But meanwhile, let's go back to the HCC TV studios with Rourke McGaffin and a few of our culinary students at Houston Community College. Can I get some help with this, please? Whoops. Oh, there you go.
Thanks, Todd. I'm Rourke McGaffin. I'm at Houston Community College TV with Lorena Salas, who's in the culinary arts program here. You're in the baking program, correct? And your specialty is vegan pastries.
Vegan pastries.
And what are we making today?
We are making vegan truffles.
Okay. And I see we have our ingredients here. I know we're starting with the
Yeah, with the cocoa butter.
The
We
cocoa
only need
butter.
a few ingredients, but we are starting with the cocoa butter. We need to melt it.
I see.
Very important.
And
only
it's
to use the steam of the water.
I
not-
gotcha.
we don't
It's a
want-
modified double boiler. The bowl is not actually in the water, it's
Yeah,
just the
it's
heat
not
of
in
the
the
steam.
water.
So I see it's getting kind of shiny now. So it's starting to melt.
Yeah.
And once it breaks down, the cocoa butter, it needs to rest.
A few minutes until it gets room temperature.
I see.
Because we need all the ingredients at the same temperature.
And
It's very
if
important.
this is too hot, it could separate.
Yeah, from the
Okay,
mix.
and we're
Yeah.
trying to avoid that.
Yeah, we have to avoid that.
So you want it just barely melted,
No,
correct?
we need to melt everything.
Okay, so you
We
thoroughly
need
melt
liquid.
it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
So once it's all that clear liquid,
Yeah, we need like a gold liquid, you see?
I do.
It's very, very quick. We just need a couple of minutes, no more.
And then after it's melted down and it rests, then you're going to combine it with your other ingredients, which
Yeah,
is
and blend.
you use some nut butters. I know there's some cashew butter.
We have cashew butter and almond butter.
All right, so the cocoa butter has been melted and it has rested for about 5 minutes, so it's at room temperature and not too warm. It's very important when we mix it with the water, it keeps it from separating. So now we're going to assemble the ingredients.
We have to use the blender,
All
a
right.
high-speed blender.
Gotcha.
So we need first the liquid ingredients, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup,
You can throw that right in here. Oh, do you still need this
Yeah.
measure? Okay.
now 3 tablespoons of cocoa,
So
powder.
equal parts cocoa powder.
Yeah. Around 3 tablespoons.
All right,
of
and you can dump these in real quick. We got how much of the,
the same.
and
3
how much of the cocoa butter? I mean, I'm sorry, how much of the cashew butter?
All. We have
The whole thing?
around 2 tablespoons.
All right. And then how much of the almond butter?
4. Because we need 6 tablespoons
It's about
of
2.
nut butter.
That's about 3. That's about 4. And then just
Just
put the blender
now
on.
first we have to blend this mixture. Now that it's it's incorporated everything, we have to add our vanilla, just a quarter of spoon of
All
teaspoon.
right. And the pinch of salt.
Yeah. To balance the sweetness, it's very important in desserts. And 2 tablespoons of water.
All right.
1 and 2. And blend again.
So now it's all blended and we're putting it in the bowl now, right?
Yeah. So we have a nice smooth paste, and we have to place it in the freezer.
It's okay. You go ahead and put it right in there. So this we're going to freeze for about 30 minutes to get it the right consistency, and then we're going to roll out the truffles. Well, I've held out for as long as I can. I have to try one of these. These are fantastic. If you want to learn how to make these, check online. We have the recipes posted.
Well, this is the moment we've been waiting for a while now, and of course we're going to taste all of the dishes that you've got here for us. And you've also selected some wines as well. Huh?
Yes, we have. For the Ropa Vieja, we suggest Pinot Noir.
Right. I'm going to try the Ropa Vieja here.
Try the Ropa Vieja, yes. It can get messy.
It can get a little messy, but that's part of what it's all about.
Exactly, and we have some more broth over there if you
That's
want
good.
a little bit more
That's
juice.
great stuff, yeah. Very, very good. And this would go with a Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir, yes, very good.
Okay. We'll try the lobster next and see what we're going to hear. And this is the langostina
Langostina
Enchilado.
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 And we suggest to go with a Chardonnay with that.
Chardonnay, white wine because of the seafood, right?
Yes, sir.
And get the Creole sauce on top of it. Very good stuff. The Creole sauce really stands out. You know,
Yes.
I'm a Cajun. I'm from Louisiana. I'm all about Creole stuff, but this is very reminiscent of something that I would get in Louisiana.
Yes, it's very.
Excellent stuff. Okay.
And now this we have our paella, our
And this is the
seafood paella.
Okay. I'm gonna try clam here with it. We've got a fish tail, shrimp tail. There we go.
And for the paella, we recommend either Tempranillo wine or a Sauvignon Blanc, depending.
This
on
is
the
outstanding.
wine. Well, thank you very much.
All of the you can definitely, the rice really adds a lot to it. Man, that broth that you put in there.
Yes.
And the saffron, everything pops out. And there's one thing, when I go to restaurants, if I order the shrimp, I can tell you right then and there how fresh their seafood is. And this has got some great shrimp. There's nothing like fresh shrimp that has a taste to it. You can't get it. That's some great stuff. Now the cool thing about this is the room that we're in is a private room, and check this out. Here is a sliding door which leads to where this gentleman works, the kitchen. And this is a room that's available for customers to have certain courses of meals that you come out and talk to them about?
Yes, I mean, we can sit up to 8 people over here. This is, we call the chef table. You can come over here and then you can have 3 to 5 courses where I come in and make something completely off the menu.
Right.
and we can even
Do
pair
the
it
wine
with
pairing
wine
as well.
Exactly.
Suggested. Well, so it's full service, and you're just taking a
Full service, yes.
All right. Well, you provided us with full service today, Chef Nelson.
Well, thank you very much
All
for
right.
coming.
Havana Houston, great place. We're going to dig into these dishes right here, and we'll have more after this.
This is Antidote in the Heights on the corner of Studwood and East 8th. Juxtaposed to Antidote's bohemian vibe is their first-class service and the incredible attention they give to their ingredients. Who makes your coffee?
God makes the coffees, and then
I'm here for the cajeta latte. Can't wait. Hey, Arthur.
hey, good morning.
Hey, I've heard great things about your goat milk caramel latte.
Yeah, it's the cajeta latte. The double cajeta latte.
Beautiful.
And the empanada.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. The cajeta latte. Oh my God, it's incredible. I've never tasted anything like that. So good. And this is the butternut squash empanada. They bake it at Black Hole, their sister store in the Montrose. I thought it was going to be a puree, but it's not. It's big chunks of butternut squash with some greens. Outstanding. I thought it was going to be sweet, but it's not. You really taste the butternut squash. It's fantastic. Very good. Very impressed.
That's all the time we have for today. Look for us in social media. Find us on Facebook, in Twitter, and you can log on to our website at www.hccs.edu/foodwithoutborders. For Food Without Borders, I'm Todd Duplantis, and I'll see you next time.